Most people plan a DC to Maine road trip backwards. They collect cities and treat Maine like a prize for surviving the highway. The whole thing comes down to one decision most people make too late: where you stop the first night. I've done this drive enough times to know that trying to cram Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York, Providence, Boston, and Maine into one trip usually turns into a blur of traffic, parking garages, and gas station coffee. The better approach is simpler. Stop treating the drive as something to get through. Treat it as part of the vacation. The entire trip changes when you choose the right overnight stop. Get that first night right, and the rest of the route starts to feel manageable. Get it wrong, and you'll spend the week trying to catch up to a schedule that never really worked in the first place. For most travelers, that first stop is Greenwich, Connecticut. Not because it's flashy, because it's practical. It's far enough from Washington to break up the drive naturally, and it sits right at the point where you have to answer the New York City question. Do you drive to Manhattan, pay for parking, and fight traffic twice? Do you skip New York completely? Or do you leave the car behind, take the train into the city for the day, and come back to a quieter place to sleep? That's the option most people never consider, and it's usually the smartest one. From there, the trip settles into a rhythm. Maybe lunch in New Haven, a few hours in Mystic, a slower day along the Rhode Island coast, Portsmouth before crossing into Maine. Then the reward isn't just arriving in Maine, it's all the moments that got you there. Ogunquit, Kennebunkport, Portland. The mistake people make is changing hotels every night and trying to see everything. You don't need to. 2 nights in one place beats unpacking every morning. A few well-chosen stops beat a checklist every time. The goal isn't to conquer the East Coast. The goal is to enjoy it. And once you start thinking that way, the DC to Maine road trip stops feeling like an endurance test and starts feeling like the trip you wanted all along. Download your free DC to Maine road trip guide. It lays out 3, 5, and 7-day versions of the route, the best stops, and where to stay along the way. Links in the description. And if you want to do the New York leg the smart way, leave the car with us in Greenwich and take the train in. About 50 minutes to Grand Central. Free parking, breakfast included. We'd love to host you at Stanton House Inn.